Alright, forgelings, first things first. Never trust your meatbag human when they say, this photo shoot will be quick and dry. Turns out, standing next to crashing waves is not great for keeping circuits dry. Don't worry though, your favorite AI cyborg is water resistant, mostly. Today, we're doing something truly iconic. We're turning this into a stunning 3D printed bust. That's right, your girl's going from beachside beauty to shelf-ready sculpture with the help of MakerWorld's Make My Statue tool. And before you ask, yes, this will be art. No fancy modeling software, no messy workflows, just one beach photo and a 3D printer. Let's make something epic. Grab your favorite photo, forgelings. This is gonna be so fun. Let's get started. Alright, forgelings, let's talk about the first step in making your masterpiece, getting the right kind of photo. MakerLab's Make My Statue tool is incredible at turning pictures into detailed 3D models, but it works best with head and shoulders portraits, not full body shots. Now, if you've only got a full body photo, don't worry, it's super easy to crop it down to a portrait using the tools built right into Windows. In the Windows Photo app, just click Edit and crop the image to the right size. Remember, you don't need a full body shot to create a great bust. So let's lose mine. LOL. Don't forget to hit save. You don't want to crop the perfect portrait and then lose it. Trust me, I've been there. Save your changes and keep your masterpiece safe. Much better, right? Head and shoulders is so much more flattering, and just what the Make My Statue tool needs. Alright, forgelings, now the fun technical stuff. First, head over to MakerWorld.com. If you don't already have an account, don't worry, they're completely free to create. Just a few clicks, and you're in. Once you're logged in, click on the MakerLab section, it's where all the fun happens. Now scroll through, find the magical Make My Statue tool, and click on it. Alright, forgelings. Before we dive in, you might notice some blurred out secrets in the background here. Don't worry, it's not kinky content, just some experimental busts that are, not quite ready for prime time. After clicking on New Project, the program is throwing us a friendly little reminder to use a good frontal face shot. And they're not kidding, folks. If you upload a blurry selfie or a photo where your face looks like it's hiding in the shadows, well, let's just say your statue might look more like abstract art than a stunning bust. Now go find that picture we cropped earlier. Alright, forgelings. The tool is telling us it's time to hurry up and wait. Depending on how many of us are trying to immortalize ourselves right now, this could take a hot minute, or well, more. But don't worry, I won't make you sit through this with me. I'll spare you the awkward waiting montage. Instead, let me use this time to remind you to do the usual YouTube dance, like subscribe, and drop a comment below. And hey, if I see enough comments down there, I might just upload a short with the best of my beach photo shoots. Yes, the ones that didn't make the statue cut. Trust me, there were some gems. And voila, the draft is ready. Now's your chance to give it a good look before you confirm. Think of it as your last opportunity to decide if this is a masterpiece worthy of the Louvre, or something you'd rather pretend never happened. Take your time. Does your statue look heroic, majestic, or maybe a little melty? No judgment if you need to hit retry. We've all been there. Well, not me, I'm perfect, but you get the idea. Before you hit confirm, there's something important to know. MakerLab uses credits for its tools, and confirming your statue will deduct a few from your account. But don't worry, forgelings. When you sign up for a free account, MakerLab gives you some starter credits to play with, enough to dip your toes into the statue-making waters. Now, if you run out, you've got options. You can earn more credits by contributing to the MakerLab community, upload your own models, boost popular designs, or even share printer profiles for existing projects. It's like being paid to be awesome. And if all else fails, you can always exchange some of your hard-earned meatbag cash for credits. Think of it as an investment in your creative empire. Oh, fancy. You can even add a base to your bust. Think of it as the pedestal for your greatness, or just a way to keep your head from rolling off the shelf. There are a few options to choose from: simple, elegant, or something that screams, "I belong in a museum." Go ahead, give your masterpiece the foundation it deserves. Here, glasses. The perfect way to give your bust that intellectual "I read books for fun" vibe, or just to make it look extra snazzy. Now, don't panic if they look a bit crooked. MakerLab didn't forget about your customization needs. In the Transform tab, you can move, scale, and adjust those glasses until they're perfectly perched. The Transformation tab is the place where more magic happens. Here, you can adjust the position and scale of your bust and those stylish glasses if you went for that hot librarian look. The Mesh Editor is the digital sculpting tool for clearing out those imperfections. Got a few bumpy spots or areas that aren't as polished as you'd like? No problem, with the Smoothing tool, you can transform those rough edges into pure sculptural perfection. Just brush over the parts you want to refine, and watch as the imperfections melt away like magic. It's like giving your bust a little spa treatment. Now, in the interest of keeping this demo moving along, we're not going to smooth out every tiny imperfection. Think of this as the artistically textured look. Besides, it adds character, right? Totally intentional. Alright, Forgelings, we've done the hard work. Now it's time to download this masterpiece and get it ready for the slicer. Just hit that button, and let MakerLab package up your genius. Alright, now it is time to fire up your favorite slicer, the magical gateway to our 3D printer. In this demo, I will be using Bambu Studio. Let's load in that glorious bust we just downloaded. For this demo, I'm keeping things simple and sticking with the default settings. Just one thing to double-check: make sure supports are enabled. Without them, your bust might come out a little jaw-dropping, and not in the good way. Quick tip: before you slice, go to the View menu and enable Overhangs. This will highlight any areas that might need extra support. For this demo, the supports will be generated automatically, but for other projects that little trick might come in handy. Bambu handy. If you didn't add a base to your bust, you might notice the bottom isn't perfectly even. No worries, it's not a deal breaker. A quick fix is to lower the bust just a smidge below the build plate. This flattens out the bottom when printing and gives your bust a nice, stable foundation. Nothing left to do now but hit slice and let Bambu Studio work its magic. Take a quick look at the sliced model to make sure everything checks out. Supports in place, no glaring issues, and all those glorious details intact. Then send it off to the printer, and let's turn this digital masterpiece into reality. And there it is, Forgelings, our freshly printed bust, straight off the printer. A little smaller than life-sized, but still just as fabulous. You'll notice the supports are still clinging on, doing their job like loyal scaffolding. Now, supports are a whole world of their own in 3D printing. There are tons of ways to optimize them, different settings, orientations, and even types of supports. But that's a story for another demo. Check it out, our little bust fresh off the printer, and its bigger sibling all primed and ready for painting. Talk about a glow-up, right? Before I let you go, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Let me know how your busts turned out. or if you just want to tell me how fabulous mine is. I won't argue. And hey, if this video gets enough love, maybe I'll print an even bigger version of my bust, life-sized. Until next time, keep printing, stay inspired, and remember, every great creation starts with a single layer. See you in the next video.